talk to me about present day. What's happening in America? And you seem to stay in the news as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
I have a tendency to do that.
Tell me about that. I mean, you were in the news, I think, for not wearing a mask on a plane flight.
That's not the case. I took a mask off because by contract, I was allowed to take a mask off as I was eating and drinking, and they were feeding me. So I just took a picture. And bad choice of words. And if I like to joke with people. If you make enough bad jokes, you're going to get caught. That's all it was. So it's is what it is.
So you were joking with what the airline attendants, and then they.
No, I was just joking. It's like, how are we safe all of a sudden? Like I can walk to a table, but sit down and now we're good. Like coronavirus doesn't exist when I'm sitting down. That's all it was.
Did they throw you off the flight?
Oh,
No.
no, they didn't tell me about it. They didn't say a word to me.
Did they ban you?
They did ban me, but they didn't tell me about it.
Oh, just afterwards they saw your picture,
Well, I had a flight the next day from JFK to LAX.
and then they said, "No, you can't
Well,
fly."
they called me and said, "Yeah, you can't fly." And they're like, "You serious?" Like, "Yeah, you're banned from Delta until we stop wearing masks."
Wow.
I didn't hear about it. No one said anything to me. No, it was because the New York Post caught my tweet, and they were pressuring Delta Airlines, the PR department. That's it.
Gotcha. And so, what's your read on the past 6 months in America, in the world? A lot of crazy stuff going on. I mean, you do bring a different perspective. What is your
Well,
perspective?
if the whole mask thing, like I had 6 masks with me that I paid like $24 a piece for packs of 3. And if me wearing a mask makes you feel safe, I'll wear it. That's it. I was just making light of the situation. No, right now, I mean, with the percent, I think coronavirus is real, and people are being affected, and I'm not trying to make light of them, and I wish everyone the best always, but I also think it's being politicized like everything else. It's a shame. Shouldn't do that.
Yeah. Tell me about, you're in New York City right now. I used to live there. I also used to live in San Diego, where you used to live as well. And, I've watched from over here in the UK, the land that I love turn into something I don't recognize. Sometimes it looks like more like the places you fought in war. What's it like to watch the mayhem, and what's your read on what's happening?
Well, I think that police are getting a bad rap. Most cops are good, and it's a shame what they're doing because it's getting spun by a lot of the media to make cops look bad, which they're not. And you're going to get a bad apple everywhere, like we always say. A lot of this stuff is being funded by people like George Soros, and for some reason he's paid off so many media outlets to you're not allowed to talk about him, and he's a problem. And he's so deep with his network. He's got people paid off, attorneys general, all kinds of stuff like that. I don't know why, but they love the Marxist attitude of destroy the West. And it's never worked. And I mean, it's like these a lot of these riots they're not protests. These are U-Haul trucks pulling up, organized, paid off, pulling out signs, saying bad stuff, and they're just like the whole. They've hijacked Black Lives Matter, which I obviously believe Black Lives Matter, but this Marxist group that's taken it over, generally run by white people, it's a shame. They want disruption, and it's a shame.
Yeah, they're literally weaponizing that whole concept.
But they're taking it over, and because a lot of the stuff that's some of the search engines that kind of run the whole show, they're really not showing the minority population that they're hijacking Black Lives Matter so they can do their Marxist movement. It's a shame.
Yeah, I was talking to Tim Kennedy about this, who we both know, former Green Beret and,
Yeah.
crazy and former MMA fighter. But, he's very serious about pointing out that, there's a lot of also foreign actors in here stirring it up, both in domestically and online. And to think that they're not, based on his experience overseas and probably what you've seen, is just being really naive, not to think that there's all sorts of forces trying to destabilize America.
Of course there. Well, yeah, of course there.
Yeah. And yet I don't think people can see that that's possible, on the ground. And again, you talked about like those Taliban guys or the people you were fighting. Like the only reason you're fighting is because they were told some narrative. Do you ever see a parallel with what's happening on the streets? Like sometimes these people are out there, maybe because Soros cut a $10 million check and ran this ad and the bricks showed up and all of a sudden they're getting shot and they're like, if you ask them why you're here, they might not actually be able to tell you.
No idea. They have no idea what they're talking about. A lot, they're being paid to be there. You got to figure. So we got Portland, Oregon, where they've been protesting for the past 100 days or whatever it is. None of them have jobs. They're all housed and fed and clothed. Who's funding them? Why aren't we prosecuting them? These are domestic terrorists.
And why can't we?
Political correctness.
What do you make of political correctness?
Nonsense. It's ridiculous.
Why do you think it's here in such a massive way?
I mean, it started a long time ago. I remember talking about this with my father in the 90s, and it's like, you will get prosecuted for telling the truth. And the truth doesn't matter because once you tell the truth, they're gonna lay the hammer down. What do they say? How do you want to make a conservative mad, lie to them. You want to make a liberal mad, tell them the truth.
And our media seems to have been co-opted by that liberal
Well, I
side.
mean, Nikita Khrushchev said that in the 1950s. He said, we're going to destroy America from within. And you can't, without firing a shot. And the way we're going to do is we're going to take over your media, take over your entertainment, take over your schools. And they did.
Are you surprised how far it's come?
No.
Really?
No, the indoctrination doesn't surprise me at all.
Did you think it was going to happen this quick and by September of this year?
That's why I figured it happened in the 90s.
Okay. Wow. And what do the next couple months look like in America, the election and post-election?
Well, that's going to be really interesting because the only way that the liberals can win is through voter fraud, which they're very capable of. And because Donald Trump will win a landslide, but who knows? Like the Postal Service Union backed Joe Biden. And it's like, so we can trust you to deliver the mail, and like the mail fraud's insanity. I don't know. It'll be interesting. It is what it is. I mean, I'm trying to be an optimist, wish for the best, but it all comes out of Florida.
That's the state.
Oh yeah, Florida's it. Like if Trump loses Florida, just turn the TV off. Go to bed. You have a new president, Kamala Harris.
Wow. Are you going to like batten down the hatches for a couple months in November and December?
No, I'm an optimist. I tell people all the time too that I'm not. They ask me if I'm a Republican or a Democrat. I said I'm an American. I really believe in people, and it's a shame that politicians get this involved. That are the basis of everything.